The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ready?
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Lance now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, there was plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. The Niners at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a 8-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now back to throw. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Kwity Paye. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Here's Lance. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Lance and company going on 4th down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. Pass incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Red, cycle. Steel, black. Blaster, stick. Hey, green. Trail green. Hey.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Colts. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From the 27, Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
From the gun, it's Lance. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here we go, 4th down, Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. In motion, the tight end. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 70. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
shotgun now for Lance.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
Ready? Your blue. Black Ultra. Ready?
They do go for it. Lance.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They're going to look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. He'll look to throw.
The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up fourth down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. They find some open field here. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 32-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Lance going back to the air after the pick 6.
Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
A final shot before half for Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A check down here to Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On play action, Lance.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Looking to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From a yard out. And the 49ers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Lance going to try to throw for this. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll set up a throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Now this throw caught left side. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Get ready.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
And now here's another interception.
And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because Your goal every game is to pitch a shot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
59 yards.
And the Colts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Lance now on 1st down.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Jalen Phillips getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
And Lance going to throw.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right.
On 1st down, Lance.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 37 yards.
And the 49ers are able to claw one back.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Justin Jefferson.
47 yards.
And the Colts add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good? They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Lance now on 1st down.
And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a play fake. Lance.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33.
Lance looks to throw again.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And the Colts are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. Back to throw here.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They'll look to throw again.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Now Lance.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack.
Lance.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. 33 yards that time. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Quiddy Pay.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Let's go. Ready?
Desperation time here. Lance.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete.